Just battling to get that cork out. But now we go to AutoBarn, Northern Bolton Tools SuperHatch. Here we go for another great bit of saloon car racing. Family atmosphere as always, and it is Youth Day, so great to see the families coming out. Jeff Kruger has seen his sister take a victory in that car already, so he'd like to probably do the same. Bit of battle scars on Davison's car. That's from the 111 Sports and Saloons. It's not going to affect him too badly. Looks like they pulled that car right. And Garland goes side by side with Kruger as they go through turn one on the tail of Chris Davison. Good start there from Detoy. On board with Mornay Himman. Wow! What a maneuver from Mornay! And I didn't think that was going to work. I didn't think that might work. Wow, Mornay just a little bit zealous on the brakes there. And he's managed to get through and still stay on track in third place. But he's taken out Kruger unceremoniously. I don't think it was intended. He was just trying to go on as late on the brakes as he could. And fortunately, he was able to get through. But unfortunately, Jeff wasn't. Looks like the Trans-Africa racing machine there of Detoy also had to take some evasive action. A little bit of battle scars on the front end of that car. And as they head up to the top of the hill. Oh, hello! Oh, Tony Himes coming together. And Dan Hauser's been sent to the inside there. I'm not quite sure who caused that one, but there were 3 cars involved, and looks like, unfortunately, it's Dan Hauser who's lost out the most. He's parked on the sideline. Tony Himes also parked on the sideline. Tyler Scott, I think, was also involved there, but we'll wait and see what the COC has to say about that. Just some big action further back in Class C. Class A, though, still maintaining the lead is Davison. Garland on his tail. Can Davison hang on here? He'd love a victory, considering the fact that he's got some battle scars from 111s. It'll just make his day so much better. Morna Heman under pressure now from Detoy. Detoy putting the pressure on big time as they go into a next corner. Doesn't look like there's an issue on the brakes there now, Mornay, but I think just a little overzealous on the outbraking maneuver that you tried to pull there. Some battle scars there on a couple of the cars. And you can see that they're going to have to just try and hang on here for the last part of this race. And speaking, oh no, Zane van Zel's issues just continue. The battle scars on the back of the car, and something's broken as he pulls to the sideline. Change up at the front though as the checkered flag comes out. Garland's got through, Detoy's got through, and Davison unfortunately drops down to third place. So I think maybe some issues from that little touch between him and the Porsche and 111s has affected him. Class B is going to be won out by Alex Marks, his first victory ever, and Tyler Scott taking Class C. There's confirmation of the top 3, Garland, Detoy, and Davison. Alex Marks winning out ahead of Koenig and Ishmael Beloy, and Tyler Scott beat Robert Stolt to the line for C's. Dan Hauser with a big incident. Let's find out how it went.
Basically, it just happened that Tony got onto the dirt. Couldn't get, when he was coming back on, he just lost control a little bit and collected me. Broke the suspension in the first hit, went into the wall, spun around. Thankfully, nobody else hit me after that.
Very lucky there, and another lucky man, Alex Marks with his first win.
I was very nervous at the start. I started on second on the grid, so I knew I had to push a bit to try to get ahead, and I managed that. After turn 2, I was already ahead. I even passed a few Class A cars, which was quite fantastic. But yeah, I pushed through, battled for position with Zane, and I managed to beat him at the end. So yeah.
Straight into race 2 now, and all those battle scars going to be trying to sort it out with duct tape and zip ties and anything they can to get the cars back on track. Team's working frantically, and it looks like most of them have been able to get back there. Great start off the line from Alex Marks. Again, a super start from Hilton this time, staying out of trouble due to the reverse grid and heading down towards turn 2. Heads up on the braking from the Mini. Oh no, don't worry about the braking from the Mini. Marks has been taken out. Oh, what a pity there. 0 to 0, unfortunately for Alex Marks. Tried a bit of maneuver up the inside, and yeah, we can see on board. Looks to go on the inside of Sammy G. Sammy just takes his normal line, and both of them spinning out just ahead of the Lopec cars just behind. So, looks like that might be the end of the race there. If he can get it back on track, hopefully he can. He'll be back into the hunt there and possibly still get a podium in Class B's. Slightly diminished field due to all the incidents in race number 1. Nonetheless, the action continues in SuperHatch. And onto the braking markers now up at Sassel Corner, trying to pull a bit of a gap there. Morna Heman trying to make up for lost ground in race number 1. And taking Detoy along for the ride. A bit further back, Class C is between these two guys. No worries at all between Tyler Scott and Robert Stoltz, the two teammates. Slightly different machinery, but certainly having a good run of it. Speaking of a good run, oh, what went wrong there? Something's blown. Was that the Honda? Good possibility that Detoy might be out. There was a big puff of smoke as they went through G&H Transport Corner. Detoy continues going though, so it doesn't seem to be affecting his drive. But there was certainly some issues on that car. You can see it smoking badly. Something's going to go wrong. There it goes. Eventually gone completely, and Detoy pulls to the sideline. He realizes there's a problem on the car. Fortunately getting off the race line, so whatever lubricants might be coming out of that car, don't go into the racetrack. Great driving. Good example. But further back here. This is, of course, John O'Koenig, high flying and in control, and whoa, running a little wide, going onto the Simon Moss line. Where are you going? Bang! Oh, that's got to hurt. That's not the way to do things, John O'Koenig, and unfortunately that brings the red flag out. And we're going to have to sort that car out. Look at how he got out of shape. You don't put your wheel on the outside and there's just nowhere to go. You're going straight into the inside towards Lee Thompson Racing. Unfortunately, that also brought out the red flag and the end of the race. So Morne Himman wins out ahead of Hilton van Nieuwhuizen and Brett Garland. Baloy takes Class Bs and Tyler Scott takes the Class Cs. After an action-packed day, we caught up with Morne Himman.
Firstly, I again have to apologise to Jeffrey for the little first race incident, but the second race, fortunately enough, I mean, everybody helped to get the car back together for race 2, so very grateful for that as well.